Those guys, they are young studs, and no one keeps tabs on the league's young stars better than that guy right there. He's Elliot Harrison.
He's a star
doing his
himself.
best Johnny Cash right there, that pocket square.
There
it
you
sure
go.
is popping. Now, Elliot, you put together your under 25, all under 25 team, and today we're focusing on defense, and you have one guy that patrols the desert a little bit better than anyone else.
And I'm going to try to be a little chillax about this. Apparently, I got too excited about the Jags.
You did it, you're an emphatic hand movement.
That's right.
Yeah,
so, Honey Badger, I'm telling you right now, LeVar and I talked about it plenty of times. Defensive Player of the Year candidate until he got hurt. And to think that he's still going to be under 25 when the season kicks off. This is a guy that I think can be a great player for years to come. And his versatility in his defense, I think LeVar is what makes him special.
Absolutely. I mean, you take a look at what he's able to do. His skill set. And it's funny, we were talking about Jalen Smith and what Jalen Ramsey and what he's able to do as a cornerback. It's a lot like what the Honey Badger is. He's a guy that can play safety or play cornerback. He's a guy that's not afraid of contact, Elliot. And I think that that's what makes him so amazing. He's one of those guys that has that rare ability to make plays. You don't teach that, you just have it.
It's Charles Woodson with Green Bay is what it is back in the day. Stephon Tuitt's another guy for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I like it.
And this was almost a team award because if there was one team I think that we underestimated one side of the ball, people thought Pittsburgh's defense was going to be lousy this year. They were anything but lousy. Were they the best unit in the league? No. But they were more than viable. And if they didn't have the injuries on offense, I think this defense would have been good enough for the Steelers to win the Super Bowl. And Tuitt's a big reason why.
Tuitt is a grown man. They've had guys like Casey Hampton in the center before. I think Brinson Buckner and Ray Seals. I'm going back on you guys right now, but I'll tell you what, Tuitt brings that thing, and then obviously Hayward being in there with him, it creates such a dynamic duo on the inside of that defense. I like that.
Yeah, and Shazier too. Look out for Ryan Shazier.
Last but not least, a guy who has a name sounds like a 1970s soul singer. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Preston Smith.
Yeah, Preston Smith, man, totally under the radar in 2015. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to give my colleague here a little bit of love. Not that he needs it, but I hadn't really thought about Preston Smith much this year. I mean, I saw him play. I thought he did well, but 8 sacks, got involved in the run game, a young player. And LeVar, I just didn't think that this guy was going to be this good this quickly.
Early. Yeah, I mean, he's stout. He can play the run very well. And he can go pass rush. That's what they've been needing, is a guy that has more than one dimension. Is he a situational guy? No. He is an every down guy for this defense, and I look for him to improve greatly in his sophomore year.
Right. When I say I want to give my colleague love, thanks, Aaron, for bringing up Preston Smith to my attention. Let's look at the rest of the defense on the all-under-25 team here real quick.
Good job,
E. See Leonard Williams there, the Jets. Some of these guys were rookies. Eddie Goldman, really nice year for the Bears, totally under the radar. Cornerback Marcus Peters. Ronald Darby, though, a guy that people didn't pay enough attention to, I don't think. Clinton-dix, fantastic.
Barr.
Yeah, Anthony Barr is going to be a play. He already is a player.
Yes.
Right.
Anthony Barr, he could be an MVP candidate next year as well. He can play.
And just to be sure, Ronald Darby, no relation to Terrence Trent?
Yeah, why not? I mean, we got a Terrence Trent Darby thing going. You know, our boy Vernon Hargraves had the Terrence Trent Darby hair going. And
he was doing his best wishing well impersonation in Indy at the Combine. And that was your defensive players under 25, your young studs. And everyone at home, if they want to take a look at your top defensive players or offensive players, rather, under 25, they can go to NFL.com/Harrison.
That's
they can peep all that out. You work hard.